Hey, Gardner, nice to meet you. What does it mean to be reunited with Shane Steichen, and was that the deciding factor when you were weighing your options on where you might go this offseason?
Yeah, no, nice to meet you too, man. Fired up to be working with Shane again. He's a guy I have a ton of respect for, not only as a coach, but just as a guy. And I'm really excited for how he's going to be as a head coach.
Nate Atkins.
Just along those lines, what kind of coach is Shane Steichen?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things about Shane, man, is he's himself. Oh, sorry, I kind of missed you there.
Oh, sorry about that. Just wondering what Shane Steichen's like for a quarterback to work with. Just what is the relationship like between and how does he help you out?
Yeah, no, one of the biggest things about Shane, man, is he's just straight up. He's tells it like it is. He's himself all the time. And I think that allows for open and honest communication, especially in the quarterback room. And that's imperative, the connection between the quarterback and the play caller. You really have to understand, not only what he's calling, but why he's calling it. And I think that's huge.
Mike Chappell.
Gardner, I realize it's very early in the process, but when you were talking to the Colts, did they give you any idea the expectations with, maybe probably a rookie in the draft? What's your role going to be here? Do you know?
I really don't have any expectations. I've come here to work hard and to have fun. And I think if we do that every day, we're going to end up in a good place, so just get better every day and we'll end up where we do.
How would you describe your first 4 years?
I don't know. It went by fast, I guess. A lot of fun, a lot of learning. Really looking forward to be able to use the experience I've had over the last 4 years, moving forward. Yeah.
All right, Zach Keever.
Hey, Gardner, welcome to Indy.
Thank you.
I think this is the first time for you in free agency, right? Because you were traded from Jacksonville to Philly. So I'm always curious, what was that like from your end? And what other teams maybe showed interest in you and what pushed you over the line to sign with the Colts?
Yeah, no, free agency, it's kind of a lot like recruiting coming out of high school. Except I didn't really get recruited that much out of high school, So this was probably a little bit more fun. But yeah, no, I was fired up to come here and work with Shane, and this is a place, I thought that there was a possibility I could have came out in the draft. Had some great meetings with Chris Ballard and Nick Sirianni was actually here at the time, but I really, really like Shane. I love how Chris Ballard builds teams. They always have high character, hardworking teams that play hard, and love football, and that shows up on tape. So I always just had a lot of respect for, how they do things here.
All right, we'll go a few more here. Nate Atkins.
I was just curious what you know about Jim Bob Cooter. Did you get to know him at all in the year that he was working with the Eagles?
Yeah, so Jim Bob was in Philly my first year there. I have a ton of respect for how he sees the game. Really look forward to working with him. He's obviously, been around, seen a lot of things, and I love how he sees the game. And it's going to be a lot of fun to work with him and Shane.
James Boyd.
Gardner, just curious, how did you see Shane develop the offense around Jalen Hurts and his potential to do that again with another signal caller, just because obviously we saw Jalen shift a lot from 2021 to 2022?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with communication. I think you have to be on the same page, quarterback and play caller. And he does a very good job of kind of defining what we need, what he expects, and what he wants at each play. He's very detailed. And I think when you do that, it kind of takes some of the guesswork out and lets you play a little more freely within the rules, if that makes sense.
All right, we'll go two more here. Joel Erickson.
Gardner, what have you learned about, just being in the quarterback room and building relationships and helping everybody in the room grow no matter what stage of career they're in?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, one of the biggest things is everybody's competing, everybody's pushing each other. That's the way to get better, is to really compete. And then at the end of the day, we're all trying to win. That's got to be, self-improvement and winning. That's got to be the kind of the foundation. And once, whatever decision's made, whatever happens, it's all in support of whoever's out there and all in support of helping the team win.
All right, and the last one here is Zach Kiefer.
Gardner, I'm assuming you're in line to start for this team in week 1. We got a ways to go, but was that really important to you to have a chance to start? And then secondly, for those of us that didn't watch Shane's offense every week last year with the Eagles, what are the really important parts to him and his scheme? Like, he likes to have explosive plays, but like, what are the points of emphasis that maybe we should learn about what he likes in what his offense to look like?
Yeah. I mean, first off, swimming's always a dangerous game. Like I said, I've come here to work hard and to help the team in any way I can. So whatever that role is, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And then Shane, I mean, a couple of the biggest things that we really focused on in Philadelphia was explosive plays and turnovers. If you look at who wins games in the NFL, teams that win the turnover battle, teams that win the explosive play battle. If you do those things, you give yourself a really good chance.